Alright, hello everyone. It has been a long time since I have uploaded a video in this channel, but I think I'm going to start uploading here again regularly. So I'll start uploading every Tuesdays and Fridays. And I would also like to go through the topics more systematically. So if I pick up a subject, I'm going to talk about or post videos on that specific subject for a while. And the subject I have chosen for now is project management. So, what is actually project management? As always, let's look at the formal definition. Project management is a unique set of activities meant to produce a defined outcome within an established time frame using specific allocation of resources. If if we break down this definition, we can see that there are some important parts we want to learn about project management. First of all, it is unique. The project has to be unique. The project also has to have a defined outcome. That is, what you want to accomplish from this project. It also has to have a specific time frame, the time that you want to accomplish this project in, and the project also has a specific allocation of resources. You have to use these resources only to complete the project. So that was just the definition of project management. If I want to elaborate a little bit, there are three main components of a project. These three things are going to be there in whatever type of project you will be participating in. And they are the scope, budget, and time. Let's go through with them one by one. What is scope? The scope is actually the overall quality of the project. That means how you are going to complete the project, what you are going to do in the project, and the details. If this is the only thing that I have to explain a little bit when I talk about the three most important things, because the other things are budget and time. Budget is the money and time is the time. The only thing that might be a little confusing is the scope of the project. If you do not understand what the scope actually means, do not worry, I will be explaining them in examples a little bit later. You have to understand that these three things are always going to be there in all type of projects. If you want to perform better, if you want to give the best outcome, that means the scope has to be the best. The problem here would be that these three things are not always going to be optimum for you. You might have to sacrifice one for the other two. If you want the best scope, you would need more time and a little bit more budget. But if you want to finish the project very fast, you might not be able to deliver the scope as better as you could have with a little bit more time, and you might also need more money to complete the project in a limited amount of time. There can be several reasons for that. You might have to hire more employees. You also have to purchase hardwares that are going to help you with the completion of the project. And if the budget is tight, the time and scope are also going to be affected. So now you understand that for a project, you have the budget and the time and the scope. Now let us move on to a project example. At first, let us talk about a class project. I'm pretty sure if you are watching this video, you have participated in one or more class projects in your lifetime. Those are also qualified to be a project. Let's say that you are going to make a business plan for a completely new and hypothetical company in the market, then it is going to be unique for you. It also has a defined outcome since the outline is going to be given by your faculty of the project. It will definitely have a time frame. You're going to have to submit the project before the end of the semester, and the specific allocation of resources would be the number of people and the devices that you are using to gather information and write down the business plan. Another example can be a product under development. Let's say that you are going to develop a new brand of smartphone that is going to compete with Samsung and Apple in the market. Now, it is definitely going to be unique since you are going to make a brand new product. It also has a defined outcome about what you are going to do. You will be given a specific time frame, maybe before the next iPhone is announced, or maybe before the end of the year. And you also have allocation of resources. There are a lot of resources that are into play when developing a smartphone. And for the smartphone, also think about the scope and the budget and the time. If you do not have a lot of budget, you might not be able to put a lot of features into the smartphone. And if the time frame is small, then your end product, the end result of the mobile phone might not be as best as it could have been or should have been. We have definitely seen examples of underdeveloped product that were released in the market. I am not going to name any names, but you definitely remember one or two of them. And let's say you are going to organize a party, maybe a birthday party for a friend of yours. That is also a project. The party can also be described as a project. How is that? First of all, the birthday party of for your friend is going to be unique. It also has a defined outcome. The defined outcome would be that everyone has fun. The time frame obviously before the date of birth of that specific friend of yours. And you also have specific allocation of resources, the things that you are going to use in the party, the money you are going to spend. That is going to have an effect in how many people you are going to have to invite. Those were three examples of projects. I hope you understand what actually projects are and what project management is. And in the end, I'd like to say that the Spanish word for tooth is diente, and for the plural, teeth is dientes. And with that, I would like to end this video. I hope you learned something new today.